able to get again this human form of life. Gora pahu nabhajiya moinu prema ratana dhana hela harainu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches us that how can you lose this most precious human form of life because of negligence? So this Panchama Varga is the prema. And how can you lose this because of negligence? And this is the human form of life where you have the every possibility to know, learn. Whenever you have doubt, there are sadhus available all surrounding you. You should approach. It is your duty to understand. Never be negligent to the ultimate purpose of the human form of life. So in this context, Jadavaratha's father deeply loved him. So he wanted to give the values as per the Vedic literature. Every father are affectionate that their children become gresta, get married, take responsibility. So first there is some Bratapayana or Brahmacharya system to get educated in Gurukula. Then they wanted, after getting sufficient education, the child should be able to earn or maintain whatever family traditional business or job. Then enter into Gresta. So that is the gradual interest of all the parents from their children. But when he sees that Jadabharata is not able to follow the bare minimum things such as cleaning and behaving properly. So his father was interested to give this basic sanskara. Jadabharata knew everything from his past life due to the mercy of Lord because of his good devotional service. In the previous life, he was awarded with the remembrance. Forgetfulness is the disease. Remembrance is the medicines. And how can we remember are the essentials. How can we remember Krishna? Krishna Smriti. One must not act in a way that his Krishna Smriti will be lost. In this process, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visiting to Śrī Caitanya Puridham, so he was never staying in a place which is not a temple where Krishna Smriti can be lost. So when he has following the Varna ashrama system, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyasa in Katwa. So then he did not meet Vishnupriya Mata, but met Sachi Mata and asked Sachi Mata, where should I stay? Vrindavan or Jagannath Puri? Sachi Mata ordered to stay closer so that she can get the news of him. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started to Śrī Caitanya Dham. On the way he visited Khirachara Gopinath. You can go see the footprints available there in Khirachara Gopinath, where Lord stolen Khira, the condensed milk prasada, to provide Madhavendra Puri so that Madhavendra Puri can taste and prepare the same for Gopala. The divine pastimes where Lord Ramachandra himself drawn the Gopinath deity in his arrow as per the request of Mother Sita to see his future form in Dwapara. So that Khirajara Gopinath is famous there. Lord performed many wonderful pastimes. Then he came to Biraja via Bhadrak, Biraja Khetra in Jajpur. So there he had footprint in Varaha Khetra. He had got the darshan of Varaha Deva. Then he traveled to Katak. From there to there is a place, Madan Mohan Temple in Bhubaneswar. In a Kamra Kanan, there Lord Gauranga performed the foot. You can find the footprint as well. Then he entered a place Dandabhanga. So this is in connection that how Lord Nityananda broken the Varna and Ashrama Danda of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it is not essential that devotee who is in the path of prema and that also attend Hansa. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not only Hansa, he is Paramahansa, Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has taken the sannyasa rupa. She is Radharani herself, the topmost devotee, who can only know how to serve Krishna other than Srimati Radharani. So Lord Krishna stolen her mood complexions and cried day and night in the roads of Sriketapuri Dham and in Gambhira with Nam Sankirtana. The essence of human form of life is to remain in the love of Godhead throughout the life of material existence, being drowned in the love of oceanic love of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Lord Nityananda, when at Kamra Khetra, Jagadananda was going for getting alms. Lord Chaitanya gave him his danda because he was going for collecting alms to prepare prasad for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He handed it to Nityananda Mahaprabhu. When Nityananda Mahaprabhu reached Danda Bhanga Khetra, the Bhargavi Nadi, which is regarded as Ganga, and this Dandabhanga, this Nadi is called Jamuna. Both are there, Ganga, Jamuna. So Mahaprabhu got the feelings of Vrindavan there. So that time, Lord Nityananda thought of why Mahaprabhu should follow Varna and Ashrama system. Do this Danda has that merit that Lord has to carry this Danda. So Nityananda asked this Danda, do you have that? Varna and Ashram has that capability that Mahaprabhu, Supreme Personality of God Himself, will carry this. He is Paramahansa. Does a Paramahansa required to carry Varna and Ashram Danda? So the Paramahansa has the only principles that Prema is the divine principles. Kaya Mano Vakya Krishna Samarpana. Kaya Mano Vakyara Niyantrana. The regulative principle speaks about the regulation of the world, the mind and the body. All should be engaged in the service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Paramhansa, here all these examples are given for the gopis. Haridas Thakur, who was chanting 24 hours for Supreme Personality of Godhead, could overcome the Maya Devi's test herself. The advanced devotee are not required to follow the path of Varna and Ashram, because what Varna and Ashram should yield is that to love Supreme Personality of Godhead. Panchama Purusartha, Prema Dhana. And who himself is the embodiment of the Prema Dhana, who is the distributor of the Prema Dhana, Anarpita Chariti Chiram Karunaya Avatarnam, who has come to distribute this love of Godhead, which was never distributed earlier in the Kshetra of Vipralamba, where the Prema can manifest to the highest degree. The separation and union both exhibited in Dhamas. So the union Dhama is Vrindavan, separation Dhama is Śrī Caitanya Dham. And in Śrī Caitanya Dham, the three Leela happen continuously. The Lord Gaurahari is the Vigraha, who is Krishna Varnam, Tisa Krishnam. He is not in Krishna Varna, in Akrishna Varna, in Gaura Varna, but Krishna himself. That is the Gaura Leela, that where he exhibits the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Panchama Purusartha. Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhamu Savara. The purpose of Lord Gaurahari's incarnation is not only to exhibit himself, release the topmost love of Srimati Radharani in Vipralamba Kshetra, when the devotee, the topmost devotee, the love of the devotee transformed the Supreme Lord into a Kurma Akruti, the contractions of the hand and leg. In Srikhetrapuri Dham, he is residing eternally with that Bhava, with that Mahabhava, is Lord Jagannath, whose eyes expanded with the surprise of the love of the devotees, Radharani, whose hand and legs are contracted. The Mahabhava Keva Bhagavanere Sambhava. Who can exhibit Mahabhava? Only Lord can exhibit. Supreme Personality of Godhead, his own Shakti, Yogamaya, Devi Subhadra, and his Sevya Rupa Sevaka Rupa. Sevya Rupa is he himself, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sevaka Rupa is Lord Baladeva. When Sevya want to manifest the pastimes of devotional service, then he becomes the Sevaka Bhagavan. Sevya Bhagavan is Lord Krishna, Sevaka Bhagavan is Lord Baladeva. Only Radha and Krishna, Balaram, and Yogamaya can manifest the Mahabhava, topmost Bhava, this part. So in Vipralamba Kshetra, both the Lord are manifesting the Kurma Kruti. Many times, Lord Chaitanya performed that. So Lord Chaitanya is the prana of Nityananda. So devotee never become Paratantra. Uh, devotee, the topmost devotee, Lord Nityananda, who is the topmost devotee of Lord Chaitanya, who is whose prana is Chaitanya. So he never can do anything without the instructions of Lord. So whatever he do, whatever he does, all are by the will of Supreme Lord. So in general, people they say that yes, that all happened by will of Lord. How to map with the will of Lord? Unless a person is trained to connect Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Paramatma, the Chaitya Guru sitting within, how can he say that all is happening in the will of God, taking place in the will of God, doing murder, doing nonsense, illicit relationship with women in will of God? The people in general are very much habituated in these sayings that these things are all happening in the will of God to take the excuse of the responsibilities of their own karma. So those who are acting in the will of God, they observe repeated Sweda, Kampa, Asru. That is the first symptom. If you are talking that you are acting as per the will of God, then we will never be deprived of these three things. We will always feeling Sweda, Kampa, Ashu, non-stop, because you are acting in the will of God. So you have the access to Premadhana, direct access to Premadhana, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, the pleasure which is eternal, non-stop, which is from Vidya. So that is the symptom. He will never release any pleasure which is coming from avidya. Means no material pleasure, no sense gratifications. And person who is enjoying sense gratification, if claim that he is working in the will of God, is futile, is a liar. And in Kali Yuga, many people are taking this path to cheat. So there are mixtures of cheaters and cheaters. There are many fools whose fate is to be cheaters. They are getting cheated by the cheaters. Symptoms are mentioned in the scriptures. No one is learned or destined to understand that. So anyway, Lord Chaitanya broke these principles. Even though outwardly Lord got angry when come to know that Lord Nityananda has broken his danda. प्रभु कहे मोर ए एक धन. Lord Gauranga is answering to Nityananda, how could we break this danda? Lord Nityananda made the story that unconsciously while chanting and dancing, we both fall on the danda and it broken into the three pieces. Why Lord Nityananda broken into three pieces? Kaya, Mana, Bhakya, everything is offered to Krishna. What is the role of this danda? Give it up. So he has broken. That Lord Chaitanya, Skaya, Mana, Bhakya, he is the Lord himself and he is fully dedicated to them. Who is not acting for himself? You tell. Everybody acts for themselves. And how can Lord himself will not act for the pleasure of himself? So Supreme Lord is the Paramahansa. So there is no meaning of the danda. That's why Nityananda broken it. So one should know the divine pastimes of Lord Krishna and the essence of human form of life. So Lord exhibited Ratha-yātrā, Lord witnessed Lord Ratha-yātrā, Lord Chaitanya released Ratha-yātrā, and Lord Chaitanya gave releasement to the deity Lord Jagannatha, Baladev and Subhadra in Ratha-yātrā, starting from Pandu Vijaya and sweeping by King Prataprudra in a humble golden handled broom, sprinkling the sandalwood water all around the chariot. This humility of serving Supreme Personality of Godhead, being a king, doing the seva of a sweeper, extremely pleased Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that is the good. सर्वोत्तम है अपना के हीन करी जाने. So people who are claiming themselves to be pure devotees, these are the symptoms to test them. And it is essential for every disciple to test the spiritual master before accepting initiations. Scripture provide evidences. Then who is the support? Support is the scriptures. Scriptures provide enough principles by knowing that you can identify the pure devotee. सर्वोत्तम है अपना के हिनकरी जाने. Who consider himself as the lowest and accepts all the tolerate the tortures of the Maya. Means whenever there are some tortures happens, this is Maya torture through people, right? So there will be many tortures. Like Jada is the embodiments, examples of tolerating all the tortures of the Maya. One should be able to tolerate the tortures of the Maya. Maya will torture in various ways. And the symptom of pure devotee is tolerance. He will tolerate everything. He can take off any job. Like going forward, he'll learn that Jada took the palinki of Rahugana, who has the deer in the previous life. So he is able to take any service. So Lord saw Chaitanya saw that Prataprudra becoming the sweeper of Lord Jagannath's chariot, become extremely pleased. He has come to teach this. And when Lord see Dainyata in a devotee, he become extremely pleased. Gaurangera Bhakta Gane Vairagya Pradhana Jaha Dekhi Pritahana Gaura Bhagavana. Lord Chaitanya become extremely pleased to these devotees who are following the path of humility. Our Guru Maharaj is the embodiment of the humility. One should be able to tolerate, sometimes be merciful. Karuna. Karuna, Dainyata, if these two things are present in a devotee, there is no chance that such a devotee ever fall down, because Lord mercy always protect him. Remember this point. Dainyata means humility, and Karuna. Karuna for everyone, every living entity. Jivedaya Krishna Nam Sarva Dharma Sar. With this, devotee is chanting holy name. Avasya Pave Krishna Premadana. Definitely he will get the love of Godhead. The whole process of Lord Gauranga's stay in Śrī Caitanya Dham and Ratha-yātrā is to distribute prema. So Lord Jagannatha performed this Navadina Jatra, 9 days travel after taking the permission of Gundicha Mata, Lakshmi Mata, to set his journey to the Gundicha Mata's temple. And the route where the Ratha-yātrā happens is regarded as Vrindavan. Saradhavali, the sand of Śrī Caitanya Dham is regarded as the sand of the bank of Jamuna. The gardens both the side you can see there are many gardens. Now there are less, but this garden where Lord Ramananda Rai was worshipping Lord and arranging the seva of Lord Jagannath is called Jagannath Bagicha. From the parking place up to the uh, towards the northeastern gate, it extended. Nowadays, some places were developed earlier from temple till Narendra Sarovar, everything. Not Narendra Sarovar, up to this Gundija temple, everything was forest. Gradually, it came till the hospital, and now everything, uh, most of the things are constructed. Only Jagannath Bagicha, Vallabha Garden remains. But both the places were Vrindavan Aranya at the time of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the route resembled Vrindavan. The chariot never moved by the force of the pulling of the devotees, but by the sweet will of the Lord. ଆପଣାର ଇଚ୍ଛାଏ ଚଲେ ନ ଚାଲାଇ କାହାର ବଲେ. If every sometimes when Lord, there are many such occasions when Lord stopped his chariot, didn't move to honor his devotees, like Balaram Das, Bali Ratha. Balaram Das invoked Lord to his Bali Ratha at the sea beach. That time Ratha didn't move. Bhakta Salavega was coming. So Lord chariot didn't move. The king arranged elephants to pull. No chalai kahara bole. It will not move by anybody's force, but by apanara ichhaya chale, by his own sweet will. Sometimes Lord moves fast, sometimes slow, sometimes completely still. It is all by his sweet will to see the residents of the Vrindavan surrounding him, all the devotees who are going to witness and pull this chariot of Lord Jagannath should be in the mood of Gopi Bhava, and who are in the right mood of Gopi Bhava will never come back to this material world again. And Sankirtan is the basic dharma. Lord Chaitanya performed 7 Sankirtan groups, where 4 main groups in the front, one in each side, and one behind the chariot. Each group had 2 mridanga, 14 drums. The devotees who are leading, like each Sankirtan party was Lord Nityananda Lada, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, Bakreshwar Pandit. So they are the prime dancer and following, whose leadership was followed in the Sankirtans of the 7 different groups. And everywhere Lord Chaitanya manifested that same pastimes of Rasalila, where he became 16,108 forms. Similarly, in all 7 group, everywhere is saying that Lord is with them simultaneously. Even each group was thinking Lord in our group, not in other group. So in these 7 Sankirtan groups, Lord exhibited Golokera Premadhana Nama Sankirtana. And all those who are witnessing developed Rati in this Sankirtan all got inundated in the love of Godhead. Continuous Romancha, Kampa, Ashru, Pulaka, the inundations of the love of Godhead. So those who are entering into this Ratha-yātrā, who are doing this Ratha-yātrā, should enter into the mood of Lord Chaitanya. The principle is that first you establish Lord in your Hridaya before, not even Ratha-yātrā, before doing any service. That's why these mantras are there. One must establish Lord in his heart, should establish a connection with the Lord before starting the seva. Otherwise, he can commit many kind of seva of Radha. What kind of pleasure he will bring in Lord, but he can commit many seva of Radha. That's why one must sufficiently hear about the glories of the Lord to establish himself in the heart. That's why seva in accordance or in order of Srila, spiritual master. As per the guidance of spiritual master, one should serve. So there is mantra to recite Sri Guru Paramananda Premananda Brajananda Pradhananda Premananda Prapata Brajananda Pradhananda Sevayamam Niyojaya. Mantras are there to first offer the homage to spiritual master, and as per the order, instructions, and teachings of spiritual master, one can worship on behalf of spiritual master. Again, he is like he is doing the seva on behalf of his spiritual master. So whenever the devotees are performing the seva, so that is getting surrendered to Lord in the groups of manjaris or gopis. Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamal Das Dasanadas. When thousands of the disciples are serving, all the service are going through Sri Guru, and Sri Guru is serving. So one should serve Guru and serve Krishna on behalf of Guru. Like this hand, leg, everything belongs to Guru. So they are utilizing them for the service of Guru. So such a devotee can witness the tears flowing like a stream, trembling of the body, goosebumps, perspirations, color changes, falling unconscious, rolling on the ground, such as the symptoms of the dancing in front of Lord Jagannath's chariot are exhibited by the seven different ecstasies of Nama Sankirtan parties who directly associating with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan in front of the chariot of Lord Jagannath. So Lord Jagannath responded by repeating stop of the chariot to witness Mahaprabhu's dance. And all the Lord Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra appeared with delighted and smiling faces. Loving exchange took place between Lord Jagannatha and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I think we have crossed the time. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Dandavad.